Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden football on EA Sports. Between our visitors and our home team. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between our visitors and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early,
on this right, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. From the gun on third down. Burrows. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And so much for that great
23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they throwing on third and long. Fields. Off the play fake. Burrows. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Here. From the gun on third down. Burrows. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punt. Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I've heard...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looking to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do. We've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. He sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown. A great effort there. 72 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out. Let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting, dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield.
So going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead.
They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll throw over the middle. On 1st down, Dobbins. To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside.
In the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, Fields. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone.
Instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking. From the gun, Fields. And his kick here is good. It's 3 punts, not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game it's on the board.
2nd and 6.
So many things have to come together just...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
An innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated. Because you know,
2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And a quick throw here.
It's hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try it. And each are wondering what if.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And operating from the gun, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd.
In excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get 2nd and 1. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the 2nd half.
Line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination when the big get to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game, so maybe you got to...
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence.
From the gun, Fields. And quick hit. Looking to throw on second down. Burrows.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players now.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for
that one. Incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. To throw on third down. Fields. He's got his man on the crossing route. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing. To throw on second down. Fields escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Able to make something out of nothing there. He picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's...
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins throwing on first down. Fields eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards.
A little bit more.
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he goes backward. They'll look to throw on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out.
And this one is right through. And they will take the lead. Too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how a bit warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second down.
Each other's moves all game long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And this play will be blown up. Couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside.
And he can't get a throw off. He's huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. He's got it. Back to throw. And Marshall's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The clock continues to move. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's 38. They'll look to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. He's back to throw.
Big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Looking to throw. Burrows. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.